If you want to get paid to take photographs, this is the video for you. Better yet, if you want to make your first $1,000 as a photographer, this is the video for you. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make your first $1,000 as a photographer. First, let's talk about how we're doing that. Well, first, $1,000 means one client at $1,000, or two clients at $500, or four clients at $250, and so on and so forth. The idea here is to understand how can you sell something of value for that person to say, absolutely, that's a great deal. Now, the example in selling on value is this. If you have a doctor and you have a barista, why does a doctor get paid more than the barista? And if you said experience or you said education, I guarantee that you're wrong. We pay a doctor more than a barista because we value our lives more than we value coffee. In the example that I gave there, let's say you had $100,000 in your bank account. Would you spend $100,000 on coffee? Probably not. But if you knew you were going to die tomorrow, you'd probably spend that $100,000 being able to survive past then. Again, because we value life more than we value coffee. When you sell in that same methodology, you're selling on value and you're not selling on things that are frivolous. The idea here is to make sure that you understand that photography isn't just a commodity, it's something of value. So when I say about selling on value, and I'm talking specifically about turning photography into something of value, well, let's look at it this way. We live in a market where image is everything, and image brings in new leads and new clients. Think about all the businesses, regardless of the city that you're in, where you see a lawyer, a doctor, a dentist posting advertisements throughout the whole city. How does that affect their business? They're trying to draw in new revenue. So how many of you, if you think about the example that I just gave there, have traveled around your city and seen a terrible photograph of a business professional marketing their work? I guarantee no matter the size of your town, you've probably seen it. Now, how many of you have said, I can do a better job than that last photographer did? Probably most of you. But I also guarantee that most of you have never called that person to tell them that. That's rule number one. Don't just see opportunity and drop the ball. Seek opportunity. You're looking for opportunity all the time. You should be calling that person and selling on value, letting that person know, hey, I'd love to work with you. I know that you're spending a ton of money on advertising. I think that we can take it to the next level. I'd love to work with you to make that happen. It just changes the entire conversation you're having with that person because you're aligning with what they're trying to do. Ultimately, they're trying to bring in new business and your images can impact that business. So you're aligning with what their core fundamental values are for what they're trying to produce. Number two, assisting. It is not beneath anyone to assist. I cannot recommend enough for you to go to assist another photographer. Find somebody that you admire, email them, call them, text them, do whatever you need to do to try to get into their studios or try to get into their business and show that you come from a position of help, meaning that it's not just for you. What can you do for them? And when you understand what you can do for them, in exchange for that, you get some great and invaluable experience. So as an example, I get emails all the time. I'd love to help so I can learn. I don't really care what you want to do. I have a business to run. That's the reality of things. But if you can say, hey, listen, here's how I can help you grow your business if you teach me. Or I want nothing out of you aside from just being on set so I can observe and watch, but here's what I can do for you in your business. Now you see the difference in conversation there. So those of you that are interested in learning on someone else's dime, the other thing that I would recommend is this. Be consistent, but don't be creepy. Now, assisting doesn't mean that you have to do things for free. You can also charge an assisting rate if you're able to come from a position of value. I guarantee that if you've been an amazing assistant on set and I have nothing to worry about, I will pay you a lot more than somebody who's just coming off from the street to work in my studio. The more that you're coming from a position of value again, the more likely I'm going to pay you even better to be able to do that. Also, those of you that are interested in weddings, reach out to photographers interested in shooting weddings. If you have a good eye and you have consistency, let them worry about the business while you practice on their dime. They're paying you to be able to do that. The last one is just networking events. I can't express this enough. Most of you need to go out and meet new people. And when I say that, I'm talking about your bureaus and your meetup groups and photography conventions and just meeting people and conversing with people and just letting people know that you exist as an artist and as a photographer and as a small business owner. I'd love to work with you guys. Here's what I can bring to the table, and this is what I would charge. Again, come from a position of value. Don't forget to assist and go out and just reach out to people, meet people. That's how you make your first $1,000. It's not terribly difficult. If you guys have any questions past that, please leave those in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you have an incredible day.